Hello. So earnings report for Alibaba is today, and right now in the pre-market the stock is down 2% after the initial details have been known. Most important thing that I have noticed in the earnings report is the share buyback, for which we're going to talk about. But let's see exactly what has been happening with the stock, what has been happening with the earnings report. Now, of course, all the details are not out yet, so we are still expecting guidance, for example. But you will see here that they reported September quarter results that missed views on the top line, but beat on the bottom line. So they did miss on revenue, but beat on net income is what this means. Now, the e-commerce firm reported adjusted earnings of $1.2 per share on a revenue of $29.12 billion, while analysts expected $1.7 a share. As you can understand, this is a beat over here on a revenue of $29.6 billion. So this is not a beat in terms of the top line, the revenue. So results were for its first fiscal quarter, pretty much, and Alibaba's earnings rose 15% while sales increased 3%. So in the pre-market, Alibaba is actually down right now, 2%, about 2%. Again, this changes a lot. I've seen this refresh quite a while in the past an hour or so. So it has been going from even green to red, and then a little bit more red, and then a little bit more less red. So we'll see where it actually is going to end up at the end of the day. But I do have some other articles as well that are interesting because they give us some more details. Of course, again, we don't have everything that is out yet. As we get more information, I could definitely make more videos to tell you about it, but this is what we're having right now. This is basically breaking news. So, in terms of the earnings here, Alibaba posted a smaller than expected rise in quarterly revenue, and this is what we saw early in the previous report pretty much. Now the revenue increase was still about 3%, as you'll see here. So they grew 3% in the 3 months that ended in September, and the thing is that a revenue increase amidst this kind of climate where COVID, zero COVID and nonsense zero COVID policies still continue in China, and all the crackdowns and everything that the government is doing to basically temporarily bring down the economy. I hope temporarily, it looks like it. They have had an effect, of course, in the overall economy, and obviously Alibaba too, but still, they are up 3% in revenue. Frankly, I could definitely see them going down. So I kind of like to see that. Now, as you'll see here, Alibaba is also having some important issues that have to do with, for example, the Ant Group that has been undergoing a government-mandated, of course, revamp, and has to revive its plans for its public market debut. So they have actually stalled its IPO. This is something that I'm pretty sure it will happen eventually. It will have a deep effect in Alibaba because Alibaba owns 33% of this one. And as you can understand, when they get its IPO days, this is going to be Alibaba is going to be very, very affected by that to the upside, of course. And the company has also said that they are actually buying back about, as you said, as we have seen, they have been under the existing $25 billion repurchase program. The company said it had repurchased approximately 18 billion in shares, but they have announced that they will be buying an additional 15 billion over here and extended to the end of the 2025 fiscal year. So really, really strong buybacks here for the company. And 15 billion is quite significant as well. If we take a look at our tool over here, you will see that the market cap of the company is sitting at about $200 billion. So this means that buybacks of 15 billion are about 6 to 7% if you take this into account. So this is quite significant as well, and this is extra on what they have already announced, of course. So things are looking pretty nice here in terms of what Alibaba is going to be doing in the upcoming years. Now, of course, in the short term, we're going to be having some issues here, and it looks like the stock is still going to be down again today. Now, of course, this is going to be updating. As I said, there's going to be quite some some activity over here. And people are talking about the very, very well-known, dragon in the basement, I suppose. The Chinese government that has been auditing companies, has been cracking down companies. They have been locking down the whole economy and still doing so. And so there is always this fear that this will continue, this will keep on happening and suppress what Alibaba is really worth, which is significantly more than the current price, of course. But we'll see. We'll see what is going to happen when the market opens. That's what we have right now in terms of the news. Again, if we get something new, if something updates over here, or if I get something that is substantial over here, maybe something changes in the guidance report. Now, for example, we got a little bit of a decline over here. Maybe this has to do with the guidance, we'll see. But I will let you know if something substantial changes, if we have any important new information. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.